Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. It's day 2 of the mad dash to get the tiny house dried in. I left off yesterday getting half of the roof installed, and I pretty much just left everything where it was. I got the power tools and put them in the tiny house, but I left everything else right where it lie and ran to town and got the fascia boards and the drip edge. I'm hoping to get the fascia board on here, the drip edge, and then some ice and water, at least on this side by the end of the day. And on this side, I need to get the entire roof on, and I need to get this entire wall sheathed. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get all that done, but we'll see. I'm going to work the entire day. I'm not going to take lunch, and I'm not going to produce a video tonight, so I can work the entire day like that. So I think we're going to get started by putting the first row of sheathing on the other side. And that row is going to be these narrow strips like this. So I think I'll have to go look at the drawings, but I think we need a short piece first, but I'll have to look at that. Okay, the other side is basically this side if you slid it up and then tipped it down. The big panel is at the top. That's because of the skylights. It works best for the skylights that way. And those narrower panels are at the bottom. And we have the full panel at the top right there, and then the partial panel going up against the building. And it looks just like that. So what we're going to do, I think we'll just get this smaller panel in first because we have it laying right there. Then I got to go get another panel, split it in half, and then we'll get this second panel in. And then I think we're going to tackle this big one. That one is going to be really hard to get up there. I can't back the gator up on this side because of the bushes, and I don't know. I could probably back it up on an angle right here, but I'd like to get the ladder in there. Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. I was thinking that I would back the gator up over here, put the ladder on the back of the gator, and then put those cleats on here, walk the panel up, get it onto the roof, and then spin it lengthwise, slide it over the top and onto the cleats, the little clips right there that'll be on the other side. Yeah, no matter what, it's going to be difficult, but we'll get her done. Okay, let's get that cut to the actual length it needs to be and get that panel in right away. Okay, I'm all ready for the big sheet. I have the 2 smaller sheets on the other side already attached, and this is how I'm planning on doing it. I have my 2 dead men on there, and I have the 3 sheets of OSB that are going on the back sitting here as my platform. What I'm planning on doing is getting up on this platform and then lifting that sheet and sliding it up and getting it onto the cleats, just like I did this full sheet right here, but it's got to go onto the other side. So I'm thinking I can push it up and then throw in a new cleat or 2. That's what I'm thinking, and then get it like over the top a little bit and then go on the inside and pull it over onto the other side. Let me show you what I got in here. This sun is really in my eyes right now. On this side, I have the 2 panels in place, and I have these cleats. So if I slide it over the top, it can land on these and it's not going to hurt anything. And also I can have my hand in there and like guide it down, and it's not going to smash my hand. Once I get it down onto these blocks, I can go on this side, pull the blocks out, and it should slide right into place. I'll adjust it a bit before that. Yeah, this is going to be a real hairy maneuver, and there's absolutely nobody I can get to help, so it is what it is. Wish me luck. Okay, there it is. I need to push this one up just a little bit to even it out, but we'll go take a look at what it looks like in here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I wish it was over this way a bit more. Maybe I can get up on the ladder and slide it this way once I get it pushed up a little bit. Oh, it actually looks pretty darn even. I don't want to go too far and then all of a sudden it flips to the other side. If it bounces and goes right over these cleats, I'm shot then. But I think once I get it over a little further, I can stand on the roof right here. Let me see. Yeah, it's going to hit right here. Oh, we got the sun. Sorry. It's going to hit right there. So, yeah, it's going to be a little hairy being on the roof with that thing coming over the top. I could get up on the roof on that side too, but it'll be hard to push it up and over. I don't know. Okay, well, let me get up on the roof over here and see what it looks like. First, I'll push it up a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Hopefully I can get this stuff done real quick because we're going to have the sun in our eyes real soon. I need to get this roof done so we can start on the back there. Yeah, that's going to be pretty precarious. Okay, I grabbed the ladder and took it over to the other side, went up to the top of the ladder, and I can reach the top of that board. So what I'm going to do is stand on the ladder, slide it up until I hit the pivot point, and then slowly pivot it down, and then slide it down onto those cleats, and then slide it out to the outer edge, and then remove one of the cleats at a time, and it should be good to go. I knocked my clip off. Alright. I can put it back on. Oh. Got tons of bugs coming in here. Once I tip this, that's it. I have to pull it over. Otherwise, it's going to slip off that other end. It'll slip off its cleats. Ay, 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 ay. Beautiful. Huh. Now I'm stuck up here. All right. Whew. All right. I get that clip in here and get the driver. Take those screws out. And we got it. Awesome. Bent clip. Get another clip. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. We got a roof. Kind of. It's not waterproofed yet, but hopefully we'll be able to get to that today. I got to do this back wall first. I'm not really sure which way the weather's coming, but we're going to get a fair amount of rain, and if it's coming out of this direction, it's just going to fill this place up. I can cut the sill out, but who knows where it's going to go. You know, it'll go into a corner and it'll just be a huge mess. So we're going to get this back wall sheathed first, and if I can't get to it, well, no matter what, on the back wall, I'll tape the seams with some block-it tape, and that'll keep the water from coming in, and it'll keep it from getting to the seams and swelling them up. And if I can't get to the roof, I'll do the same thing up there, and I'll cut a piece of ice and water just for the peak, just a narrow strip, and cap over that ridge. But it's looking like I'll be able to get at least this roof done with the ice and water. It's only 2 strips of it, and then there'll be a strip over the top. So it's 2 strips on each side, but there's a bunch of stuff I got to do with these skylights. I got to poke through and figure out exactly where the opening's going to be. Then I got to measure over and tape the roof so that the ice and water doesn't stick there, because I got to cut that ice and water back when I put in the skylight. I'm going to be making a full video out of installing the skylight, so you'll see all that then. But this side of the roof is just going to be more difficult. And if I can only get this side done and it rains for 3 days, this side will be in the sun and this side will dry out a lot easier. This side is in the shade, and who knows how long it'll take to dry after 3 days of rain. Good, good, good. I'm going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back at it doing the back wall. Okay, I've been rushing ahead. It's getting late. You can see that we probably have about 2 hours of light left, but maybe only an hour and a half of good light. I taped these 2 edges. Well, let me get back to where we are. I put these 2 panels in. That lower one is a full sheet, and then I trimmed it flush with the roof with my oscillating tool, handy dandy oscillating tool. And one of the cutoffs I put up there and traced it for that very peak piece. The reason that this panel is like that, it goes halfway on the gusset, and it includes the entire upper structure. So it's nailed all over the place, and that makes this thing incredibly strong. I pulled it, it was just a hair off going this way. I pulled it straight, parked the gator right here. I don't think I showed that, but you could see that it is dead straight. I'll take a look at the other side. Dead straight. So what I'm doing now is taping up. That's a fresh cut on the top there, and 3 days of rain will get that all swollen up, and I'd rather that it wasn't all swollen up. So I'm going to quick go across and tape all of the joints on the roof and tape up the peak, and then when I'm done with that, hopefully I have enough light left to get these panels in. And again, they're going to be a little bit different. I'm going to put the bottom one in. It's going to match the height of this panel on the side, and then that'll only come up to, right around here, and then we'll put a narrower piece in here, and we're going to go right across, and we're going to leave this sealed up for now, and then I'll tape that joint as well. And the reason for that is I'll be nailing into the foundation, the sole plate, and the studs, and it's going to add tremendous strength to the building. Okay, I'm going to get back to the taping, and I will show some of the work on the bottom part of this. Hopefully I can get this done. I still got a lot of cleanup to do, and it's going to start raining early in the morning, so everything has to be done tonight. All right, I'll get back with you in just a second. It was kind of a mad dash towards the end there. Well, actually all day, but I did get it done. I got all of the panels on, and I got all of the seams where it can leak taped up. Let me show you this from the other side. This whole center part is going to be opened up at some point, but for right now, it's going to keep the water out, and that's what we need right now. So now I can work on the inside for the next 3 days without having rain all over me, and I'll have to seal up these eaves to keep the bugs out. They're harvesting the soybeans, so we're getting tons of bugs flying over here looking for something else to eat. All right. Yeah, that is beautiful. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside probably in the next video. Like I said, I'm going to be working inside for the next 3 days. I'm going to get the electrical in the main part of the building completed and hopefully start drywalling. And then we'll switch our attention to the addition here, get all the wiring done in there, and we got to run water lines and a whole 9 yards. So a whole lot to come. Oh, that's right. As soon as the rain stops and the roof dries, I'm going to be installing 2 skylights, and I'll be doing the roofing. So just a ton of stuff coming up, and it's all got to be done before the snow flies. So if you want to see any of that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.